Hi, my name is Crystal and I'm the Deslob student. I am sharing with you today some tips and tricks and cleaning ideas. I tried sharing a few things with my friend Carrie, who has some little girls who have a hard time keeping their bedroom clean. My friend Carrie mentioned that she's going to go to the store and pick up a hula hoop, and that's to help with the idea of putting the hula hoop around the toys on the ground and just cleaning what's inside that hula hoop. So I think that's a great idea. So these tips and tricks that I'm sharing with her are done on a Marco Polo. So the next video you're going to watch is me driving home from work today, and the quality of the video is not as good as regular video, but it took me a trip down memory lane and remembering things that I've done when I was a kid, and I just think it's kind of a cute little memory that I'd like to share, because if you've got little girls or little kids that have a hard time tidying up their room, I'll share with you what worked for me and my sister when we shared a room. And yeah, I don't know what else to say other than enjoy this little clip, and let me know in the comments what tips and tricks work for you, for your kids. Here's my reply to my friend Carrie. All right, here you go. Hello. Okay. It's been a few days. I'm gonna work backwards in my brain. The freshest is in the forefront of my mind. I like the idea of the hula hoop. I actually remember doing that as a kid. My sister and I would take turns throwing the hula hoop down for each other. So I would toss it on my side of the room so that she'd have to clean up my stuff, and she'd toss it on my side of the room so that I'd have to clean up my stuff. And my side of the room got cleaned up faster than hers because she didn't catch on. That's what's nice about having a sister 6 years younger, because she didn't quite understand what I was trying to do. We also had another cleaning thing. This is funny. Oh man, I'd love to find this video footage. So I had just gotten a new camera. I was 13. I went and visited my mom first this summer. Us three kids did. And my mom wanted to take us to New York. So we went to New York, but right before we went to New York, she took me to Circuit City, I think it was called, right? And she bought me a $400 and something VHS-C, I think it was. You know, the 8 millimeter, I don't remember, the little tiny video cameras. She bought one for me. It was like $400 and something. I'm like, what? Holy cow! And I remember to this day how lucky I felt, how blessed I felt, how I was so careful with that camera and everything, but I was like, this summer is going to be cool. And so I was able to record so many things, and we get all the way to New York, and we filmed like Statue of Liberty and the hotel. I don't remember much of anything. I really don't remember much of anything besides the Statue of Liberty. Nope. Hotel, Statue of Liberty. Those are only two things I remember about New York when I was that age. But anyways, when we got home to Utah and I was living with my dad was very jealous because he didn't have one of those, and he loved to do home movies. He had the big dinosaur ones that you put on the shoulder. Yeah, he was very jealous of my little video camera. But one of the cleaning tricks that I did with my sister, she must have been, 7 years old, and I'm 13. We tried the Mary Poppins camera tricks, right? Just a spoonful of sugar. That's what she would sing. She's like, I just got done watching Mary Poppins. That's what her script was. And I wish that I had those magic powers where all I had to do was snap, and then we stopped the camera, and then we made something disappear, from the camera. And then when I recorded back, my fingers, it does work. My fingers are magic. I remember her dialogue to this day. It's so funny. And so she was all animated about it and excited about this movie that we were making together. And every time she was on camera, she had to hold the pose while the camera was, paused. And I hurried and cleaned it up. And then she held the pose. And then as soon as it resumed, it was disappeared, right? So that when the camera played back. Anyway, man, that's such a fun little memory. I caught on really quickly that I was doing the cleaning and she was just frozen, right? Holding still. And so I decided that we're going to just do me holding the camera down on the floor to whatever it is the camera can see. And when she snaps her fingers, I hold the camera still and she has to clean it up. And that's how the rest of the movie went. So the movie starts off with her doing and getting all like excited about it. And then the rest of it was all on the floor, and we'd stop and start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. And it was the funnest little thing. But here's the trick. Me being the cameraman, I couldn't move a muscle. Right? I was holding it down. I was staring down at the floor. So like you could try it with your video camera on your smartphone and you can make the kids clean up that one little area. And then when you play it back, it looks like it disappears. And that's what was fun for me and my sister, was we came up with games all the time. My dad, the very earliest game that I remember, I must have been 7 years old. And my mom had left and the house was a mess. And he told us that we needed to clean up and we weren't doing such a very good job. And the very first game that he had us do was beat the clock. So we would put on the timer, and then if we didn't get so many items, like I think we had to get so many items picked up before the clock ran out. So like I had to get 5 because I was oldest, and my brother had to get 3, and Calissa was only 1. So she only had to pick up 1 and put it away. We would encourage her to go put it away. And so we all had to beat the clock and get our number done before the clock ran out. And then he made it so fun that when the clock buzzed and we got what we wanted, there was tickle time and yay, good job, and high five and clapping and everything. But when it went off, it was like, oh no, now the bomb is gonna blow up, and I don't know, he just made it fun. It didn't seem like the end of the world when we didn't beat the clock. I don't know why I'm mentioning all these games, but I like the hula hoop idea. So I definitely think whatever motivates the kids to have fun will be better than nothing. And it might get old and they might not want to do it anymore, so you might have to change things up as ADHD brains go. And that is why I do the camera trick now, is because when I am filming, it's just what the camera can see. If the camera can see a lot, then it's hard to really enjoy the playback when I play it back in hyperspeed. And when I focus on just one area, that's the best. When I can see it all just start to magically transform into a clean area, that's just the most satisfying to watch back. That's what releases the dopamine in my ADHD brain that makes me want to do more hyperspeed videos. And I just did one the other day with the bathroom where Matthew has new face wash because we took him to the dermatologist, and the bathroom sink was so cluttered, and we were able to hyperspeed it, clean it, and it looks so cool playing it back. But I don't know why I got off on a tangent about cleaning, but yeah, I'm almost home now, so yeah, I can't remember what else I was going to say. Shoot, my brain is completely fogged. Probably because I'm just about ready to pull into the driveway at home, and my whole psyche changes when I get close to being at home. Anyways, that's all for now, I guess. So I guess I'll talk to you later. And yeah, I'll talk about other things later. Bye. Well, what do you think about that? That was a kind of a fun little video, I guess. Going down memory lane as I'm driving home from work and kind of lost in my memories, and it's like, wow, I haven't thought about those things in a long time. And then as soon as I turn the corner, I'm kind of feeling frozen in, I don't know, just, I almost feel like I'm hypervigilant, on guard, a little more detached from my memories and happy feelings. Now I'm having to deal with some rough reality. And if I look at it from an overall picture perspective, this isn't as bad as it has been. And I really can take it with a grain of salt and just tread lightly and not be all obsessed or all anxiety driven. Like, I don't have anything really to worry about. I've got a roof over my head. I'm not working 3 jobs 7 days a week just to pay rent. I get to see my kids every day. And my emotional stability is doing a lot better too. I'm evening out a lot better than I was when I first moved back into this house with my husband. I was so all over the place, but I seem a little bit more mellow now. And sometimes I have some rough days, but overall, it's not as bad as it could be. It's not as bad as it used to be. It's not as bad as it's been. And I'm still figuring out things as I go. And my husband and I do love each other, and we love our kids, and we love our family, and it just makes logical sense to figure this out with him rather than run away from it. I don't want to avoid my problems. I don't want to look to him or other people to make me happy. I want to find happiness within inside myself and peace without other people needing to meet those needs for me, but having an environment that is not always conducive to that goal makes it hard. So I'm just figuring it out as I go, and I guess I've overpacked and over-explained it and overthought about it and overshared very much so. So I apologize, but if you're still watching, thank you. Let me know if you relate to anything that I'm saying, and maybe you will have some comments below about the cleaning tips and tricks that you used when you were a kid, or if you have kids that you use these tips and tricks on, or just comment below what worked for you or what didn't work for you. What have you tried? All right, that's enough. I'm done talking. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.